Hello folks, Red Rider 06 here, and today we're going to be discussing one of the wide boys that I have in my collection. Now the reason that they're called wide boys is because unlike the 111 Model 40 Red Rider carbines or anything slimmer than that, those ones are more or less thinner than the one I'm about to discuss about today. And what are we discussing about? Well, it's the legendary one and only Daisy Model 96. This right here is a wide gun. That width right there really exemplifies. You can see the width of how big it is compared to usual guns. Now, allow me to go really quick and explain of what this gun is and the significant importance of it. The Daisy Model 96 was produced between 1962 and 1976. Back in the day, this rifle was sold as a cheaper alternative to the very infamous Daisy Model 99 competition rifle, which was a descendant from the number 141 and 42 Defender rifles, which were both descendants of the Daisy Model 140 Defender, which was a descendant of the Daisy number 40 military. But now I'm just getting a bit off topic again. Anyways, this rifle was very much a cheaper and very more successful alternative than the Model 99. In fact, this rifle was so successful that it was actually given a cork firing variant. But the historical significance of this gun is far better than the Model 140 Defender's significance, because it actually took part in a war. Back in the 1960s, during the height of the Vietnam War, the United States needed to train soldiers quickly and efficiently, and well, they contacted Daisy and actually got government-issued Daisy guns. The specific models that were used were 96 models and 99 models. At certain training camps, rifles were modified to look exactly like M14 rifles. Nowadays, a lot of these training rifles are really hard to find because of the fact that they're very obscure. Around the late 1970s to early 1980s, these rifles were discontinued for the one and only very infamous 499B competition rifle. Alright, so, main things about this gun. Specifically, these ones were produced around the 1960s, like I said. Interesting things is it has holes on the side. Those two holes would be for the Daisy 303 scope that would attach right there. You would have two bolts that would hold it together and it would loop up and come right about here. Kind of like a Mosin Nagant sniper rifle scope, but it's an air gun, so. Another interesting factor is it's got an elevator sight, because you see, you got this piece here, this piece of metal right there, and you would slide that into the mechanism. Hold up, there we go. You slide it in right there, and then you have the option to change the sight option upwards and upwards and upwards. They would eventually add that feature on modern day Daisy guns, more or less specifically the Daisy Red Rider carbine. There's a plane somewhere, and someone's cutting something over there. Well, there's the plane over there. Anyways, interesting factors also. Beautiful Monte Carlo style stock, that very beautiful smooth style that I find very interesting with this. And yeah, there's not really much else. I mean, a few of these had the option to attach a sling to it. However, this one does not have the mounts to attach a sling to it. We're still rocking the bottle cap style top on it because, of course, this is 1960s. Another cool thing I find very interesting with this is the lever. You see, it uses the lever that would eventually become known on the 1938 Red Rider carbine that would replace the Model 94. So, enough of me speaking. There's a couple of bugs flying around here. Enough of my explaining. Let's go right ahead and let's go fire this thing. Alright, downrange, we have the usual stuff. We have ourselves... I mean, actually, it's not really... I decided to switch it up a little bit. We have, of course, the styrofoam target. We have the metal target. We have the 2 bottles of water. And then finally, to serenade you guys with something new finally, we get a cardboard box. It's not a big thing, but still, it's something. So let me go right ahead. Let me load this bad boy up, and then we'll see how it's cooking. All right. Should be good. Right there. That's the rattle cam, as I like to call it. So, We're rather close compared to last time, but that's because the fact it's really muddy around here and I don't want to slip and fall. So I'm in the least muddy area, so I might push that back really quick. Just give me a quick second. All right, now, of course, regular way you would cock this thing is, of course, you would cock it back. But let me go right ahead and grab the glasses first. It's facing away from me in a direction that will not induce any damage. We're all good. I'm gonna start by doing the thing I do every single video and just start by firing at the bottles of water. All right, so 3, 2, 1. All right, let me go right ahead and inspect, see if we got anything. No dent, no hit. Let's see if we can make one. All right. 3, 2, 1. There's a squirrel up in that tree. I won't bother it. I didn't get a dent on that one. Didn't get a dent on that one either. Trying to hit it, so, you know. Yeah, I don't think this thing here is gonna make a dent, because I think the pressure in this thing is just not very good. Feels very weak and kind of silent, so I guess we'll just do regular stuff besides, of course, shooting at bottles of water. Okay. We're gonna go for the metal targets this time, considering, you know, we do that every single video, and I feel like I should make it a flagship standard, so. Missed that one. Might need to adjust my elevation, that might be the problem. No, that ain't the problem. I ain't gonna do nothing. I barely even see it hitting anything. I have a feeling it doesn't have enough pressure behind it to actually go right ahead and actually go and knock one of them upwards. I keep missing. I can't tell if I find this uncomfortable or it's just, you know, I'm just missing. Truck. This is the only problem with gravity fed magazine. That's the drawback to gravity fed, is that you have to actually buck the gun upwards every time you want to load it. This is sad. This is not good at all. Oh well. There we go. See, there we go. It just takes the right amount of shots, I guess. Practice makes perfect, and my shoes are getting very dirty from this. Of course, I'm wearing the slides because, you know, they're dirtied up from one of the previous videos. The things I do to get these videos posted on time. I kind of like how silent it is and how not alarming it is with the firing. I'm getting closer. There we go. Okay. Now we gotta try for the small targets without hitting the big one, because if I hit the big one, it knocks them all down. So, let's do this. Sounds like we need to reload. We got one more, I think. Yeah, one more. We'll just double check really quick. Yeah, no, we're out. Let me go reload this thing really quick, and then we'll do one more set of them, and then we'll call it a day. All right, that should be a decent amount. Now, we're gonna try hit all the targets. If we do that, then we'll try to hit bottles of water, and if we can't do that, then we'll hit the styrofoam target or maybe the cardboard. All right, let's do this. No. I keep looking back because I keep hearing bugs. I don't know what they are. I don't want them creeping up on me. Oh, no. Guess we gotta start back over. I don't think this thing has enough pressure, so we're gonna try to see if we can hit the cardboard, because that's not gonna be successful, so. I'm gonna go double check, see if it did a direct pass through, because I heard it, and I think it just hit through one side, and I think it ricocheted off the other. Yeah. No exit on the opposite side, so. Yeah, this one doesn't have as much pressure as the other ones did. Because usually, guns like this caliber, of this caliber, should be able to tear through something like that. Yeah, you can hear them like bouncing off the other cardboard wall and then just stopping. I'm betting if I lifted it up, there would be a bunch of them underneath there. I'm gonna try to hit some water. I want to rip through one. That one ricocheted, I heard that. Okay, maybe it's not a wise idea to shoot at them because that might cause ricochet, and I really don't want to do that. This isn't a good enough note to end on. We need to do something else is what we need to do. Let's load this up one more time, and we're gonna try for it one more time. All right, this is the final round. If we do not get anything on this one, then we're gonna have problems. So let's do this. The mud is just seeping in all around me. I'm gonna just move over to here, that might work. School bus. Okay, we're good. Okay, we got one of the small ones. I'm gonna try to go. This is my redemption arc. This is my underdog story. We're gonna try to get all of those down. So let's do this. Okay, this is not going as well as I thought. But we'll give it a shot. See if we can do something. Let me adjust my elevation up one step. These bugs are killing me, man. I don't want to get stung today, so it suck really bad. There also might be something wrong with this gun, because I feel like it only goes probably, say, about 20 feet, and then I think it just lets off. Here, let me step back for a second, see of how bad it is. Yeah. Say about 20 yards is the maximum it would go before it would start dipping, and then it would bottom out at 60. Because I just shot from back here all the way to over there, and it just dropped right over back behind it, so. Something's wrong with the mechanism. It isn't as strong, I guess. I probably have to lubricate it, see if that helps. I mean, I have no clue, so I'll figure it out eventually. The sun's all up in my eyes and I can barely see. I'm just hoping I don't hit the middle one. I know. Oh, come on. I looked away for a second. I thought we were going to get it, but we didn't. I'm getting that one down. Whew. I think this might be the second to last round or the last round. I think this is the last round. Okay. No, we got one more. We got one more. We're not going to beat the challenge of trying to get them all down, but we can try. Yeah, that failed. Let me just double check. Is that the last one? Yep. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you this time, folks. I wasn't expecting this gun to perform so poorly. Whew. It is hot out here. My back hurts. I think the camera's off tilt. Let me just... Yeah, I think it might have been off tilt. Sorry that I didn't realize that you guys were tilted a little bit. So, overall, I think that this is a good gun. Like, it's a pretty cool gun, especially considering the backstory about it and the fact of how it's technically still made today. It's just not really the exact same gun anymore. So, overall, I would probably give this strong 6 out of 10. I'm only giving a 6 out of 10 because it performed so poorly. I feel like this thing has more potential to it. So, maybe in the future, if I ever get this thing inspected and get it all working properly, maybe we'll try it again, see if we can do a redemption arc for this thing. So, without further ado, this is Red Ryder 06 signing out. Sorry, that was a bumblebee. My bad. Red Ryder 06 signing out.